I had never been voting for the tax or against the tax. All I've been voting for is for election for the people. And the more people you get, the better off you are. I mean, for the tax, it suits me fine. But all I was wanting was an election for the people to pass for the tax. So for working for it, I'd work for it or against it. I don't know. I may not even get out. I probably would not be fishing.
Be fishing in May too.
I'll be fishing in April, so you can vote in April or you can vote in May. I'll still be fishing in May.
The election commission is meeting, Madam Mayor,
Yes.
the election commission is meeting tomorrow. I inquired of one of the election commissioners I know, they're meeting tomorrow. And so if we want to set a date.
Can we set a date down an ordinance to set the election?
No, not really. I mean, if you direct me to do that, what I would suggest you do is, and I can do that if that's, you know, you can pass a resolution or whatever you want to do, you can pass an ordinance without having it written. But it has to be the ballot that has to be drafted. I mean, I would suggest having a special election or next week.
Special election.
Part of the special, I'm sorry, special meeting, first part of next week. I mean, you can set broad dates. I mean, obviously, the primary, or pardon me, the primary, that's a date that we know there's an election, with the caveat that I don't know how close in time the ordinance adopting the election has to be to that vote. I'm gonna check that in a second. But if we can get some dates pretty quickly, then we can have that for your vote next week. For your vote next week.
Madam Mayor, I kind of wanted to make a statement before I make another statement. I changed my vote because I felt like that if we didn't pass the A&P tax, then we're in limbo. We don't have a tax passed at all. So then we should not probably be collecting taxes without going to the voters immediately. And the sooner the better for me. If we could have, I think it would be expedient if we would have, after the election commission meets tomorrow, to see how soon we can have an election and have an election. Second?
Is that a motion?
Yeah, that's sort of it was. That's my statement, and I think that would be the best solution. You need to have the election, but we can't collect taxes when we don't have something passed. But the thing is passed, it's just been fixing to be voted again, so.
Well, the vote's going to be to continue the tax.
It's whether it's, the actual vote will be a referendum of the people on whether to retain. It's an up or down vote on the retention of ordinance 2009. Well, I don't know what you're going to ask. There are two ordinances actually, 2009-10 and 2009-22.
Be to retain it,
No, there's only one that's been a referendum petition filed upon, not the second. So the reality is that one's already there.
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson, if we let the court decide on the abatement of the tax, to me, that seems like that's what we need in this situation. Whether we go forward, Mr. English, with the election or not, I don't think it's going to make any difference. But because at that point in time, it's going to be settled surely one way or the other, which I think is going to be settled to continue the tax. But I think that in allowing the restaurants and the hotels and motels to continue to collect the tax will benefit Searcy and the citizens I mean, we're collecting the tax now, it's growing, I mean, I think you can see that it's growing at about $80,000 or $75,000 to $80,000 a month. And if you, I mean, just think about what that money can go for to help promote Searcy, the Parks and Rec departments, things that we need to get done here in Searcy that right now we do not have the money to do. This tax is coming from outside, in my opinion. The majority of it is coming from outside the city of Searcy. Dale, you're looking at me like you don't believe that. But how many people that stay in our hotels and motels are from Searcy?
Mayor, there are quite a few residents of Searcy that stay in motels right now working for the gas, in the gas industry.
That are residents of Searcy?
They're living here, they're working here, they're purchasing their automobiles, their gasoline, their food, their clothing, I consider them residents. They're here working locally and staying in facilities like that. So I would say
The
yes.
majority of our people here at Searcy that are working in the gas business are from out of town, but they are using our facilities.
They're here for a long period of time, you know. Another thing, we've already voted on this.
To pass the tax?
No. You're talking about holding off, collection, or not hold off? Did we not already vote?
I know.
We've already voted to.
We
not
voted to
collect.
continue, we voted to add that to the original motion. We haven't voted on the original motion
Well,
as
we
of
voted
yet.
on
We're
that.
still
We
discussing.
We
voted
voted
on
to
the
amend
amendment.
my motion, but I'm just still
Yeah.
defending the original.
We've not actually voted on
No,
the
we
total
voted on the
motion.
amendment.
Yes, we did.
Mayor, could I ask another question, please? Can we ask for a speedy trial? Because, I mean, or is that within our?
This is already, what do you mean? This is already
Well,
going
he
late.
could be, I mean, it's January before he says he could be available, and it could be longer than that.
This is already gone at rocket speed,
They don't have to pay anything.
truthfully. That may be painful to hear, but this is already going as fast as it can go. Might as well, in my estimation. Could it go quicker? Perhaps.
It's already been here a year, and haven't got anything passed, and that's the reason I voted to go ahead and lay the tax. And go ahead and go forward with it and get it elected by the people.
Mr. Sherman.
So then are we saying that we are repealing the existing A&P ordinance?
No.
Or are we recognizing the petitions? Or exactly, what are we doing from a technical, legal point of view here?
If that's a legal question, I was originally thinking that we were just making a motion to hold a special election, go ahead and go through with that, and continue with the litigation as it comes up. But
Yeah.
according to what you said about the issue as far as what's going on the ballot title, that doesn't sound like what we're doing. So it sounds like we're recognizing the petitions at this point.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, and again, the fact that you take any action doesn't, I think it moots the litigation if you withhold the collection in abeyance and set it for an election. Probably moots it out, again, depending on what the court decides to rule.
Okay, this time I'd like to make a motion.